Ladies and gentlemen, the Australian Football League and Coca-Cola welcome you to today's second semi-final. Would you now please stand for the playing of the national anthem?
The Seven Sport chop of that mighty roar at the end of the national anthem has set the stage for this knockout semi-final between Richmond and Essendon. Look at the phone out there, already instructions going out to John Northey. The toss of the coin about to be made. Here's Dipper down there.
That's Bruce. What a roar, what a roar. Bomber Thompson is calling. He's called heads, he's missed out. Brendan Gale has won the toss and they're kicking left of screen, Bruce.
Richmond to the left of screen to the punt road end. Brendan Gale tossing the coin today. Not Matthew Knights, who has filled in for Tony Free. The Tigers and the Bombers. The Bombers now breaking up. We'll get their interchange in a moment. Gary O'Donnell, such a key. Lee Matthews said during the week he felt O'Donnell and Campbell were probably the keys to these two teams in organisation, particularly O'Donnell, in the way that he organises the Essendon midfield. And we'll pick the interchange up, Ross.
Yes, we've got Doolan, Calthorpe and Masiti for Essendon.
Gee, three nuggety types, aren't they? A lot of power in the legs with Masiti and Doolan and Calthorpe coming off. And now the Tigers are coming off. We've got Prescott by the look of it.
Maxfield. Yes, and John Howard is the third player.
It's been a while since we've seen John Howard, hasn't it, at this level. Came across with John Northey from Melbourne. And now the key matchup, Salmon in the goal square, as you'd expect. Brendan Gale at full forward.
Here's Pryor.
And look at the Essendon forward line, the way they're lining up, all very close to the goal square.
Yes, Bonder's got O'Donnell. Looks like Pryor will get the job on Campbell. Pryor had the job last week on Matera.
Campbell on his own at centre-half back. There's the Essendon lineup. Greg Scroope holds the ball aloft. We're set to go. Tigers to the left of screen. Essendon, Richmond. Somerville in his 100th. Knights can't get through the middle. Off the ground, Somerville. Free kick, no, out wide. Taken by Alessio. Tackle on him by Whitney. O'Donnell, high tackle, free kick surely. Quickly plays on. Neat looking kick to fall forward. Ricochets away. Some good defensive work by Burke. Free kick though.
The effort by Burke was pretty good at the start, Bruce, but then in getting the effective punch away, fell into the back of the young fellow there, who debuted so very well last week in Matthew Lloyd.
17 years of age. Could he kick the opening goal?
He had a couple of chances early last week and he looked very, very nervous. Still a teenager.
Kicked 2-3 last week from 50. Let's go. It's right there. Salmon's up there. And there's a free kick, and it's a Richmond free kick. And Turner's going to take it from full-back.
That squares the ledger. I thought David Burke was a bit hard done by with that free kick to young Lloyd. But this is Turner for the Tigers in the goal square. He goes pretty well straight down the ground. Gets good distance outside 50. Marker's been taken by Charles. Effervescent. Justin Charles gets the handball away to Campbell. Campbell runs down the ground. Gets near the wing. Not a bad little kick either. Weighted beautifully. The marker's taken by Bond. Bond, very much a key player for Richmond. last week in a tagging role, didn't get many possessions. Maybe free running, he'd be all right. Kicks to the pocket. Daffy, tackled by Somerville. Down goes Daffy. Away goes Wanganeen. He's tackled and dispossessed. Harvey's in a bit of trouble. Through goes Barry Young. Short kick by that player. And the mark has been taken by Lloyd. Lloyd, who had the first shot at goal, up the other end of the ground. His kick, nearly taken by Mercury. Gets back onto his left. Then swings a hanging hand pass. Denham able to get it back to Mercury. Good play by Mercury. Gave the hand pass and then provided the target. He's kicked to half forward. Nearly taken by Tate. Kicked forward by Olorenshaw. Into the path there of Salmon. Hand pass. Simons struggles. Can't quite take possession. Rogers overruns it. Simons goes in once again. A real struggle for possession in the right forward pocket for Essendon. And umpire Sheehan will bounce about 25 metres from the Bomber goal.
Yes, now Gary O'Donnell has swapped. He's now picking up Campbell. Bond has got Pryor.
Currently 16, going for 17. Perfect conditions. Salmon, good tap. Campbell tries to run away. Gone, holding the footy. O'Donnell's got him. Campbell can't believe it. 50 metres against the Tigers. Campbell tried to break away from the tackle by O'Donnell. He couldn't. And O'Donnell, with a 50-metre penalty, will kick the opening goal of the match. He's had his most productive season, actually, kicking goals this year, O'Donnell. He's got it. Essendon with the opening goal.
And he's such an important player, Bruce. Last week just showed his quality. His original free hit was a very good tackle by O'Donnell. Just pinned the arms there, didn't allow Campbell to get that ball away. So it was a great decision. You don't get the 50 there, but O'Donnell, not only does he get the ball, but he has such quality use of it with the handball or kicking. Pretty good player.
Somerville in the ruck. Already mentioned, playing his 100th game, Peter Somerville. Quite a few people at Essendon may have wondered as to whether he would have achieved that earlier in his career. Free kick out of the centre, and it will be taken by Deere. Greg Deere, what a Trojan he's been for the Tigers. He's kicked to half forward. Was that a push out? No. Clean mark, being paid to Fletcher. Fletcher's at centre half back. He kicks back towards the centre of the ground. Up over the top, Alessio. The problem for Richmond will be these tall players, Somerville, Alessio and Salmon. He kicks, looks forward for Barry Young, couldn't take the mark. Chance for Denham, gets the hand pass into the clear. Olorенshaw's kick forward. Oh, well done by Turner. A bit of bustling by both players, and Turner rakes it in with his left hand. Kick short, close to the line. Marcus taken out there by Bauer. Bauer runs close to the boundary line. His kick will land near the wing. It's punched away by O'Connor from Charles. Clear for a throw-in. Magnificent crowd in pretty good conditions at the MCG for a knockout final. Howard, Maxfield and Prescott on the bench at the moment for Richmond. And the boundary throw-in between wing and left half forward for Essendon.
Deere late getting there. Bond now matching up on O'Donnell. Campbell. That one's a ball up. And Knights, Bond, see Bond trying to take the role with the O'Donnell matchup.
Pryor just delivered a little short left, and I don't think Wayne Campbell was too impressed with that.
Centre wing, Essendon with the opening goal. Richmond have got it forward a couple of times. Thompson to half forward. Deere, Somerville leaning back on him. Bouncing ball, Kellaway. He's got the job on Hurd, out of play.
You talk about key matchups. What about that, Kellaway and James Hurd? Terrific contest.
Well, last time Robbo, Hurd took 15 marks, and then last week Cook took 10, so he's vital across half forward there.
Let's have a look at Mercedes, Calthorpe and Doolan on the bench for Essendon. Hurd, Denham, quick kick, not bad this, a chance, just misses. A behind. Essendon seem to have settled a bit better. They're 1-1. Richmond yet to score.
Cockatoo Collins and Danny Corcoran on the bench also for Essendon. So Essendon keeping their injured players busy and very, very active, obviously. Turner now for Richmond. Gets another good kick away. 65 metres towards the centre. Hand pass provided by Rogers for Knights. On to Wigney. Wigney sidesteps, set back to centre half forward. It's punched away. Barry Young goes down. In goes Denham again. Gets the handball to Wanganeen. Wanganeen across his left shoulder. It's high back towards the centre of the ground. Now the opportunity for Essendon to force it forward through Mercury. And the mark taken by Salmon. 25 metres out, directly in front. And Mercury gets a pat there of congratulations from O'Donnell.
So he should too, Robert. That's the importance of getting the ball quickly to boot. And if your forwards are playing in front, they get the opportunity every time. There it is, just quickly forward, directed towards the square. Salmon, if he's in front, every chance.
So Salmon does take a long time in his preparation, but you would consider this to be a vital kick. Early in a final, you get the chances, you've got to nail them. Salmon goes for goal. It is a goal to Essendon, their second. Goal each to Salmon and O'Donnell, and Essendon lead. They're 2-1, and significantly, Richmond yet to score.
Yes, we mentioned pre-game, Robert, that he's the player that could be the key to Essendon. Coming to this game in 12 finals, he's kicked 33 goals. And here we see this quick kick by Mercury. Just important to get ball to boot quickly. Forwards in front. With a chance at goal.
Back in the centre, 2-1. Yet to score, Richmond. Bombers by 13 points. Must win it out of the centre here. Richmond with Broderick. Campbell and Knights now in there. Pryor matching up with Knights.
Yeah, Bruce, Essendon have gone 6 times inside their 50. Richmond only twice.
Campbell after it. Bond, high tackle, free kick. At centre half back. He's going to push it out wide. Gets there, tape away. Measures the kick to half forward. Charles the target. He worked O'Connor underneath it. Thompson, good little give actually to Wanganeen, is away. Takes Charles on with one. On the left foot. Tries to get it past Bond. Gets it to Hurd. First real touch. Brought down, free kick. Hurd's free kick at centre wing. Kellaway all over him. Hurd to full forward. Salmon the target with Lloyd. Turner at the back. Alessio. Mercury. He can kick this. Under pressure. Great tackle by Rogers at the back. Pick up now by Turner. This might get the Tigers going. Turner's kick's a beauty. Out to half-back to Bond. That could lift the Tigers. Bond now at half-back flank. Yet to score, Richmond. Essendon with 2-1.
Essendon doing well around the middle of the ground with their matchups. No one for Bond to kick to. Now he's being called to play on. Has to kick it high. And a terrific leap and mark taken by Young. Nearly run down, but he gets his kick away. Back towards centre half forward. The ball in dispute. No, it's no longer. Matthew Knights tidies up for the Tigers. Kicks it high. Tries to wait it for Deere. Deere lumbering. Somerville making ground. The bounce is very awkward for Greg Deere. And Somerville handballs it back only as far as Bauer. Short kick by that player finds Rogers. Tigers need to move it quickly. They get it to Campbell, their playmaker. Campbell's kick is an absolute cracker. Right onto the chest of Naish. Naish is too far out to score. Goes into the pocket again. The angle is difficult. Back there is Fletcher. Gets the handball away. Ola Renshaw's got back there to help the defence out. He runs across the square. Oh, the bounce did not come back to him. He's able to recover his position and then kicks short and finds Grenvold. Grenvold is still in the back pocket. He kicks into the middle of the ground. Go Rogers! He does. Can't take the mark. The ball spills. Michael Gale and Harvey. Broderick too short. Miranda pumps it back for Richmond, but Grenvold, he's a reliable defender as David Grenvold, and he kicks it wide. Out there making good position is Young. Young will go forward for the Bombers.
With one bounce, left foot now. Gets it almost 250. Kellaway and Hurd. Kellaway tries to break the Simons tackle. He couldn't. Now Alessio, he's got some options. Goes inside to Denham. Now Salmon wants it deep. Denham kicks it in that direction. Turner did pretty well. He may have to concede. He does. And behind. Tremendous pressure there. With Mercury roving brilliantly across the pocket with Salmon. 2-2, yet to score. That's the line with Essendon leading. Rogers presents himself beautifully. Turner's kick was outstanding. Rogers on the left to Michael Gale. Couldn't take it. Harvey doing all right early. Gale with him. That's a good matchup. Gale breaks one, breaks two, steadies himself. Inside 50, all right. O'Connor and Charles. Well played, O'Connor to the boundary line. Out of play. It's 14 Essendon. Richmond yet to score.
Interesting tactic John Northey's using with Michael Gale, running him across half-forward, almost as a centre half-forward, being picked up by Harvey. Charles filling the gap.
Essendon odds-on favourites to win this game. O'Connor doing the ruck work. He's caught. Gets the hand pass away. This is Wanganeen across the half-back line. Takes a bit of a punt. Kicks it out into the path there of Fletcher. He's taken a gamble, running all the way down off Brendan Gale. Kick has been smothered. This might be costly. Can the Tigers take possession? It's Greg Deere into the pocket. Too high there for Brendan Gale. It was a poor kick. Wanganeen is there. Mops up beautifully. Short pass, awkward bounce. Very, very awkward for Simons. Naish nearly made something of it. Somerville is back there. Nearly caught. Handball away. The ball is bouncing awkwardly. Pryor is there for Essendon. His left foot kick is a tumbler and lands on the chest of Rogers, but not paid. Bond. Matthew Knights. Go Matthew Knights, say the Tigers fans. Can he kick a goal? Matthew Knights! It's there! The Tigers have got there first. And if ever anything is going to lift Richmond, it's that sort of thing. A goal to Matthew Knights.
Magnificent play. Good decision by the umpire. Didn't pay the mark, paid the free kick, played the advantage. Knight scooped on it. He's been having to deal with Denham for the part of this game so far. Magnificent skills. What a lifter.
Two to a goal. Matthew Knight's the goal scorer. He's playing out of the centre bounces for Richmond. Broderick's little give. Over the top now by Knights. Good play. Bond to Bauer, to centre half forward. Gale's got to take one. At the back was Fletcher, reading it well. Thompson to Fletcher. Little one okay to O'Connor at half back. But suddenly Richmond have found their feet, haven't they? O'Connor's kick in the direction of Alessio. Too tall for Whitney. Hurd running on for him. Salmon goes now. He kicks it towards him. Turner gets back there. Bouncing footy away. Tate, quick kick to half-back, hoping that it'll go out. Pryor's there, a bouncing ball. Pryor missed it. And Burke runs it close to the line and out of play. Richmond led off. David Burke called in today along with John Howard, with Jerica and Bullis missing out with injuries. Michael Long missed out for Essendon with his injury and replaced by Joe Masudi. The throw-in. Tap was by Broderick to Deere. It's unusual. Now Campbell at halfback can steady, measure it, touches it on the ground, uncertain, goes short, good kick. He waited for the right option.
Well, it was good play by Wayne Campbell. Instead of just blasting away, tried to set something up, but still Tate with no one to kick to. Now he can go short. This is measured all right to Michael Gale, just in front of Harvey. Gee, 10 years ago, you'd have seen Harvey go crashing through Michael Gale then in a final, but of course you're not allowed to do that now. The kick to half forward, 50 metres from the Richmond goal. Somerville gets the hand pass away. Wanganeen again assesses and then delivers. Fletcher getting a few touches, running away from full back. He kicks wide, out towards the wing. It's too short. And the mark is taken down here on the wing by Rogers. He's had a few possessions early. Rogers, one kick. That's his second kick. Two handballs towards full forward. Contest, Denham. Handball out wide. Fletcher, advantage paid. This is Ola Renshaw. Tries to duck back onto his favourite left foot. Brilliantly smothered. Matthew Knights. Oh, go Miranda. He's going to kick a goal, is he? No. Poor kick at the finish, and it lands on the chest of Wanganeen. Wanganeen is only 4 metres, 5 metres out from the Richmond goal. And in the finish, it was a poor kick by Miranda. But, of course, he's an inexperienced player as far as AFL is concerned. And he's still learning the caper. Pressure still there by both sides. Away goes Denham.
6 kicks Wanganeen in the opening half of the first term. Alessio, the target, he's got it. Good take. Hasn't he started well? Halfway between centre wing and half back. Gets it up to half forward. Mercury and Lloyd. Very good take by Lloyd. Oh, be careful, young Burke. The two kids playing on one another here, Burke and Lloyd. Couple of rookies. Goes to Salmon. He sits and waits, Salmon. Turner onto him. Salmon tries to push it back. Chance for Bauer. Quick give, okay. Broderick sweeps. So elegant. Goes to Deere. Had to go. Did very well, actually. Made a contest. Gave Rogers a run of it with a third bounce. Now measures. Inside. Marin to the target. He can get up. He had to. Essendon had the front. Thompson not paid. They're calling for a free kick. Wanganeen runs it to the boundary and runs it out deliberately. No free kick. He made no effort to keep it in. Very young situation, Dipper.
Yes, Bruce, he's limped off the ground. Looks like he's rolled his ankle, and they're quite concerned about his ankle at the moment.
Boundary throw in. Ruck contest, Harvey. Spins out, but he's gone. Gee, I quite wonder why Thompson wasn't penalised for holding the ball if he wasn't awarded the mark.
Well, they should have been awarded the mark first of all, Robbo, I thought.
Down to the wing. Mark taken by Grenville. Daffy just a little late. Hand pass away, Denham. Denham across the sponsor's logo, kicks towards half forward, good pass, good mark taken by Hurd. Hurd will always look at danger. Such a creative player. His kick towards Salmon, couldn't take it. Burke, Campbell, spills out Mercury. This should be a goal, surely. Oh, Simons overruns it. And a given a behind away by Campbell, a rushed one. And gee whiz. I think Michael Simons would like to have another look at that.
I don't think he realised he had so much time. It was good play by Salmon to trap the ball back into play and then knock it toward goal. Clever stuff.
Two Richmond players hip and shouldered one another out of it. 5 metres behind him. Simons wasn't aware. There's a comedy of errors for a moment there as Bauer kicks from the back pocket to centre wing. Kellaway, good take. He wants to go inside. Essendon hold him up. Knight's running for him. Knights has been good early. Kick to Bond. Bond can run away. He does now. Kicks towards centre half forward. Gale the target. He had a fair bit of it. Grenville was in the front. O'Connor's give was okay to Grenville. Denham had to get rid of it in a hurry. Broderick. Oh, he's so good. Look at that. To Beauty. To Daffy. And this is what he's getting paid to do, Daffy. That's kick goals.
But also the importance, as you said, Bruce, of Broderick's use of the ball. Just didn't turn and blaze with his non-preferred right towards the square. Just chipped short. That was the right option.
Can kick this, Daffy. He's kicked more goals this season for Richmond than anybody else. 42 goals for the year. It's a floater, it's close, it's a hook in the end. So it's a disappointing result, out of bounds in the pocket. Daffy and Naish have got to be busy up forward. They've got to get goals from them, the Crummers. Wanganeen doing a job back there at the moment on Naish. Left forward pocket. Richmond needing another one. Somerville over the back. Sitting, waiting, Wanganeen out of play once again.
Bruce Swallows down on the boundary line before the game started. There was just that blustery breeze blowing, which is going to create a little problem for the players as the ball comes in for marking contests. And here's Wanganeen again. Gee, isn't he a good player? He's kicking towards the centre, and the mark is taken by Mercury. Mercury is behind the centre. His kick will go forward. And no, not taken there by Alessio. Daffy just a little slow there. Now Denham finds a path and weaves his way through. Denham from 50, kicks long, it's covered and gone through for Essendon's third goal. Denham is the goal scorer, but there was some good work done on the goal line. Essendon 3-3 lead Richmond 1 goal.
Magnificent play here. Aliso got back onto the contest having dropped that mark, and then there's just that little bit of a space for Devon to go through, and his pace gets him through, settles, had the option to go wide to Simons. Great goal.
Nine touches, Denham. Fantastic goal. 3-3 to 1 goal. Knights from the centre with one bounce. Takes O'Connor on. Could he squeeze another one? Let's go. He's close. He's got it. Sensational.
That's his opponent, Denham. 1 for 1.
Well, that is a counter punch like no other.
Textbook stuff, wasn't it, Bruce? Just straight through the middle. Bit of an awkward bounce there, but he's corrected himself beautifully. Never really looked like missing.
He's now in the centre square 2 nights. They played him out of the centre square. That's the first time he's been in the centre square all day. It's not bad. 100% record. Salmon goes into the centre square as well.
Key player Paul Salmon able to go and give the big fellow a rest. As far as the ruck is concerned, Greg Deer's got to do it basically on his own. Daffy comes away. He's kicked towards full forward. Wanganeen up high. Got rid of his opponent. Fletcher back onto his right foot. Tumbles a punt kick back towards the middle of the ground. Chance there for Bomber Thompson. Didn't he play a game last week? Miranda does well though. Youthful legs by Miranda. Kick forward by Daffy towards the full forward area. Dropped by Gale. Wanganeen's caught. Umpire calls play on. That's a kick off the ground by Naish. Just missed. Eventually rolls over for a behind to Richmond.
Looks like O'Connor's in trouble too. He come off the ground, limping badly.
Tipper told us about Young early on. So O'Connor leaving it. Oh, danger here. Knights, what a quarter of footy he's playing. Hasn't he turned it on? Chopping off the pass to Wanganeen.
That's why those kicks are so dangerous, because they've got to be 100% on.
He's kicked 8 goals all season. Roscoe's about to kick his 3rd in the opening term of this semi-final. He was one midfielder we didn't talk about kicking goals. We talked about Broderick and Campbell and Maxfield. But here's Knights lining up from 40 metres. An important kick, leans back. Close, hits the post. 2-1 for Knights. 2-2 for the Tigers.
Amazingly, Bruce, you would have thought maybe that Essendon had had the better of this first quarter, but if Knights had kicked that goal, it would have only been 2 points the margin. 2 magnificent goals on the run, and then with a set shot he misses and hits the woodwork. Kick in has been marked by Grenvold. Grenvold is still well inside Richmond's 50-metre area. Now the kick goes wide. Punched away by Charles from Salmon. And the boundary umpire will throw it in about 65 metres around from Richmond's goal. 3-3, plays 2-2. Essendon lead by 7 points. And a very interesting first term when players in finals search each other out. Hurd runs away, kicks back towards the middle of the ground. It spills to the back. The race is on now. Which one's the quickest? Campbell and O'Donnell. Campbell's got some support, but O'Donnell does well. Gets it back towards Mercury. Kicked off the ground. Wide towards the opposite back pocket area. Away goes Alessio. Couldn't take the mark. And Tate eventually forces it clear for a throw-in. Right forward pocket for Essendon, about 30-35 metres around from their goal. 3-3 to 2-2, Essendon lead. And Alessio up against Wigney. Certainly centimetres advantage there. Well done, Bauer. Gets it back to Tate. Tate a short kick. Okay, well done, Greg Deer. Reflexes, they haven't left him yet. The kick down the boundary line. Looks for Broderick. Tackled by Kelthorpe, couldn't keep it in. And the umpire just down in front of us here on the wing will throw it in. And wouldn't he be a proud man? Francis Berg, father of David.
James Hurdrob has come to the back half, picking up Justin Charles now.
2-2, 3-3. Daffy under pressure, goes to ground, gets it back, well played. Broderick, the smother was good though by Calthorpe. O'Connor's situation, Dipper.
Yeah, Bruce, I'm very disappointed. Ryan O'Connor, a hamstring.
Well, that would be it for the day, you'd think. O'Connor with a hammy. Rogers onto it. Does it well. He can kick a footy. He's under pressure. The give okay. Charles.
Throwing the ball, saying.
Gee.
When you handball over your head, there is a risk that you can be penalised for that.
Harvey gets it. Olorenshaw. Kellaway took a chance. Had to bring Olorenshaw down, really. Still with him. Hassles him out of it. Well played, Kellaway. He's got runners. Miranda's been busy. He's given Bomber Thompson a handful. Inside to Gale. Good kick. It was a tough one. But big forwards take them in finals sometimes. Gale. Thompson squeezes it out. Not far. Kellaway measures it. Good kick. Richmond are enjoying a very good passage of play.
Slow start, but I reckon they're on top at this stage.
Charles from the pocket. Kevin Sheedy down. Brendan Gale had a fair bit of it, didn't he, a minute ago? About 25 metres out.
He's had his hands on about 5. Bruce just can't hold on to them long enough.
Justin Charles. He's played the last 10 games straight for Richmond this season.
Watch him get excited if he happens to kick this, Bruce.
He likes a goal.
He's an effervescent type, Justin Charles.
Siren goes. This to close it right up from 45 metres. Goes. It's close. He's got it! Won't he be pumped when he goes in at quarter time? And won't the Tigers suddenly be pumped up? They turned what could have been a little disaster, Roscoe, into a very good quarter in the end.
My word, that's a pressure kick. And as Robbo said, he's excited. Great lifter, as were the goals from Knights. Fantastic goals by that player.
Well, the scene's now set, isn't it? For a great game of footy at 3-3 to 3-2. Knights, brilliant. He lifted the team when they needed it most. The Denham goal could have really broken their back at that stage. I know it's early doors.
He's a terrific player, Matthew Knights. Don't forget, Bruce, a couple of... in the last 4 years, he's been very, very much in contention in Brownlow medals. And I think he's now realising that leadership is one of his qualities as well.
That counter-punch on Denham was probably the most significant play in the first quarter.
And he's the sort of player that he needs to get 15 or 20 possessions. Others need to get 30 to be the same quality. He uses the ball so well.
Yeah, good point.
Quarter time in the Melbourne Cricket Ground, a full house. It's 3-2. Second quarter about to start. Semi-final between Richmond and Essendon. It was a magnificent opening. Somerville in his 100th. Gian tried to lay it to Campbell. Olarencio had it ripped away. Gia's kick. All on his own though, Hurd. Playing at centre-half back, as he did late in the first quarter. Measures a kick to Simons. Taps it towards Alessio. Back to Simons. Simons caught. Gets a handball away to Masiti. Punched away by Tate. Kellaway held on to. Should have got a free kick. Umpire was caught out of position. Masiti and Tate and Campbell. And out of play. Masiti playing because Long missed out. Didn't pass the fitness test. So Simons, Masiti and Calthorpe are into the Essendon team from last week's win over West Coast. Bullis and Jerica both dropped out at the last minute for Richmond, replaced by Burke and Howard. Here's Knights under pressure, taken to the ground. Essendon tried to, with numbers, get it away. Richmond with Rogers hold them up. Rowan Saws will bounce the football at centre wing.
Gee, you wonder sometimes when David Burke was penalised for pushing a player in the back in the first quarter, what has Matthew Knights got to do? Richmond fans would look at it and
it's all
wonder.
interpretation, Robbo, isn't it?
O'Donnell forces it forward, smothered slightly off the boot. Mercedes a chance, can't get the handball clear. Campbell and Bond really very prominent there in locking the football up. Gee, we've seen him do some real good jobs on top players over the years. Chris Bond. Ruckman go at it. Alessio down, but only as far as Knights. Denham there. Those tall players for Essendon, Somerville, Salmon and Alessio. They loom as a huge threat.
Yeah, Doolan's now got the job running with Bond.
Campbell dragged off the football. Kicked forward by Calthorpe. And in front is young Lloyd. He's proving a bit of a handful there for David Burke. David Burke appealing to the umpire for maybe a holding decision, but, well, you wonder. The young Essendon player was in front and took a good mark.
Well, that's what he did last week, Ian. He just got himself in front. He's quick and he's got beautiful hands. And he's not a bad kick either. Left foot up, very fluent.
A couple of players left Essendon at the end of last year so that this boy could be a bomber player for a long time, one would think. So let's see what he can do with this 30 metres out. A stuttering approach, and he's missed to the left. So a disappointing result there for Matthew Lloyd. Started the game quite nervously. There's Barry Young, and some names there on the Essendon bench. Brian Wood, the runner. Darren Buick in the background. Kick in by Turner is pretty good, and he finds Kellaway.
Kellaway, they'll be pleased with him too. Hurd was shifted away, maybe to get a kick at centre-half back. Rogers was busy in the opening term. Almost trips himself up, comes very wide, the kick to Burke. It's got him now. Will Bauer run for him? He could here now. Should. could give a little one over the top. He does with a kick. Bauer to run on. Gale deep, wants it long. Bauer can go all the way. He could kick it. He doesn't. He kicks it out of bounds on the fall with Mercury in hot pursuit. Well, he put a great tackle on Mercury earlier in the match, so hard to be critical, Robbo.
His leg's going a little faster than his brain there, Bruce, I think.
It was all working.
Oh, bad luck.
He would have brought the house down if he kicked the goal.
He could see the goals looming up, couldn't he?
Mercury short to Doolan.
Doolan for Essendon. Kicks across the half-back line. Wanganeen, magnificent. Setting up play. The kick back towards the middle of the ground. It's taken by Mercury. Was that a push? No. A struggle for possession here. Gale just off the ground to the favour of himself, but chipping in is Simons. Now Harvey to help out. Harvey, a very, very experienced player in that Essendon team, but his kick is ordinary. And it's chopped off by Broderick. Goes with his right foot. Not too bad. Greg Deere is marked. He can play on. Oh, he's given it away. Come on, we're playing Aussie rules.
Oh, he's just taken the football and protecting himself. Nothing wrong with that at all.
Well, Matthew Lloyd made it look a little bit worse than it was. So the free kick will go to Essendon. Short pass, player on his own. Salmon. Lloyd was perhaps a little too far out to score. Salmon certainly within scoring distance. And some indecision there as to who's to stand the mark. Bond asking for his player. Doolan to be matched up. So we'll have another look at that on a few occasions, you would think. Certainly the elbow was there, but well, Salmon goes for goal. 45 metres out. Lovely long kick by Salmon. It looks pretty good. It's a goal. Second goal to Salmon. And the fourth goal to Essendon. 4-4 plays 3-2.
Interesting to hear the crowd going boring, boring the whole time, but he made them play, didn't he? Gee, that's a critical decision by umpire Greg Scroop there to take the ball away from Deere. And it always looks worse after you've come through. The elbows lifted afterwards. Nothing in that at all.
Four to 3-2. Salmon with a couple of goals through the centre. Miranda on the left. A floater. Daffy and Gale to trying to get into the picture. Well played, Gale, to get rid of Harvey. The give's okay to Charles. Runs a fair way. Brings it back to full forward. Gale gives a free kick away. Poor football. Absolutely blatant.
Frustrated, I think, that ball at the moment.
Got to do better than that. Fletcher to Thompson, and the bomber comes away, the captain, with a bounce. Out wide. Ola Renshaw couldn't make it. Rogers has been good. To the pocket. Not so good in terms of the kick. Thompson to Harvey. Haven't they been together a fair while? Harvey and Thompson. They've passed the footy to one another in big games on this ground for a dozen years. Harvey's kicked to centre wing. Alessio paved the way. Simon's wider. Mercury sweeps it. Cowthorpe will kick a goal. Steadies. 40 out. Kicks it. It's home. That stings, doesn't it? That really hurts you.
Yes, and the midfield running ability of Essendon could very well wear down that similar ability of Richmond. They can get tired very quickly if Campbell and Knights can't sustain their quality. The players like Denham and Calthorpe, who have enormous capacity to run all day, can cut you up. That's a perfect example of how.
Just Roscoe Rogers kick over on that left half-forward flank where Thompson got possession of it again. You get hold of it in today's football, you really have to do as much as you can to keep hold of it. Struggle for possession around the middle of the ground. Gale, now Matthew Knights. Every time Richmond look as though they need something as a lifter, it's Knights. Can he kick his third goal? He gets inside, well inside 50. This will bring the house down if you don't mind, umpire. It's a goal to Matthew Knights. That is just absolutely what football's all about. You'd go millions of miles to watch that sort of stuff.
You talk about the material of long type goals in the finals, grand finals. That's as good as anything you'll see. He had Campbell running. There goes Campbell past him in support. And Knights, the clever thing, just went towards the flank and then drew a player toward him, then turned inside. O'Donnell didn't know whether to go towards Knights or follow Campbell, and what a finish.
And twice. Sensational goal by Knights. 4-2 to 5-4. He's kicked 3, and twice he's kicked goals after Essendon have got 2 in front. He's kicked the 2 most important goals of the game. O'Donnell under pressure on the right foot out wide. Kellaway got a bad bounce. Masidi onto it. To O'Donnell. O'Donnell squeezes as he always does to Calthorpe. Runs away. He was off. He was absolutely off. Play on now. Broderick onto him. Calthorpe's in trouble. He gets rid of Broderick with strength. He rides a hip and shoulder. He's out of play. He was saved by the boundary line. Richmond fans everywhere are going berserk. Look at this. As Calthorpe hits the deck.
He's kidding, that umpire, Bruce.
I think we need to give Robbo Valium.
Oh, come on.
Throw in the pocket. Kellaway at the back. It's been a good game, hasn't it? Bond to centre wing. A bouncing footy. Essendon with the numbers. O'Donnell starting to gather kicks as he so often does, the accumulator. Gets it to Denham. Denham's been good, but Knights has been better. He was crunched. Kicks it inside 50. Oh, good grab. This boy's got a wonderful pair of hands. Has he got... No, he's going to go back and kick from 50.
One thing that's let him down in his game last week, Matthew Lloyd.
He kicked 2 points early, then squared it up with a goal in the second, then one in the third. But at least he's getting the footy.
Oh yeah, I've got no criticism. But gee whiz, if he had been able to capitalise last week and even today, he could have kicked something like 6 or 7 goals in finals football.
Kicks from 50, the old bent knee, which will be his trademark, to the goal square. Punched away.
Free kick.
Free kick to Essendon.
Alessio.
It's Whitney, is it?
Yes, to Alessio. Umpire Rowan Sawyers, the experienced umpire there, saying there was some holding, I think he indicated initially, or a Shepherd.
Tiger fans can't believe it.
Courageous decision.
Remember, Salmon got a goal earlier in the quarter from a controversial free kick. Alessio scores the goal. Matthew Knights might have to kick another one, I think, Roscoe.
Yes, but that's what the third umpire's there for, to adjudicate in that situation, to get close to the action. If there is shepherding...
Actually ran across in front of him to make sure that
he got his line.
Yeah.
Now, the ball's not within 5. Well, if it's not within 5, my word.
Yeah, fair enough. So the Richmond fans chanting again. Boring. A couple of decisions have gone against them. Play goes on. 14 points is the margin. Important that Richmond maybe get the next goal. Greg Deere hacks it out of the air. Broderick and Calthorpe goes back to Masidi. Geez, polished, isn't he, Masidi? His kick will land in the arms there of Tate. Short kick by Tate. And Miranda marks just inside the boundary line. Goes in towards the centre of the ground. Whitney. Richmond trying to set something up out of defence. Whitney forced to go long. Contest there. Gale couldn't take the mark. Out comes Calthorpe. Hand pass along the boundary line. Masidi back. Well done. Calthorpe does equally as well with the kick. Tape attacks it. And is he going to get a free kick? No. Simon's the Essendon player in the contest. And a bit of Jack Dyer there looking on by gee whiz.
Kicked 9 goals the last time these two teams played in a final against one another.
Yeah,
Captain Blood.
Denham's been taken off Knight still and now got the job.
Denham tried to get the hand pass through. Simons again trying to hack it out of the air. In goes Daffy. He's been a little quiet. Umpire Brian Sheehan will bounce. Between wing and left half forward. It's about 95 to 100 metres away from Essendon's goal. The Bombers lead 6-4 to 4-2. At quarter time, Essendon led by a point. It was Essendon's first half of the first quarter, then Richmond got on top in the second half. So far, Essendon have had the better of the second term. Tape up high. And the ball over for a throw-in. Off hands. Chris Bond and Denham. Free kicks are 4 to Essendon, 0 to Richmond. Maybe that's why the fans are a bit unhappy with a couple of the decisions being made. Underneath that is Knights. Doolan, number 22 for Essendon. And some tight football just at the moment. Obviously, Richmond aware that they can't give away any more ground.
Sorry, Robbo. Hurd's now gone to the forward line. Harvey's got Brendan Gale has come out to centre-half forward. Michael Gale's gone to full forward, picked up by Fletcher.
Masidi to Denham. They work it back to O'Donnell. Chips away, hoping Hurd can take one from the front. Charles at the back, comes to ground. Lloyd overran it. Turner's off the ground. Bauer, Bond to provide a Shepherd. Bauer kicked it forward. Rogers will have a panic here. He must use the footing. He's got one bounce and a second. Will he take Olorenshaw on? Free kick coming back here.
And a report
Against Mercury. Mercury's been reported on Bauer. It's happening with Mercury Shepherd. Now the game's going on, is it? To half forward, well inside 50. Taken now by Cowthorpe, spins away. Squeezes a beautiful kick to Somerville. The vision was excellent. Goes on to Thompson. Thompson at half back. Dangerous kick into the centre. Denham cut off by Daffy. Can he carry it forward? Daffy under pressure. Wobbles a kick. Bad one. And Somerville takes it.
Bowes all right.
Bowes picked himself up. Mercury's been reported. Hurd to Simons. Mercedes loose. He goes to him now. Mercedes at centre wing. Started on the interchange. Came in for long. Mercedes kicks it just inside 50. Alessio. Turner went. Burke and Lloyd.
Free kick.
Oh. Play on call. Kellaway away.
Kellaway kicks back towards the wing. At the back was Gale, but in front is Harvey. Oh, there's a lion heart inside there somewhere. Mark Harvey, settle down, says umpire Brian Sheehan. No such thing in finals footy, is there, Ross?
What, settling down?
No. Harvey kicks it inside 50, right on 50, punch back, knocked away by Bond. Kick forward by Olorenshaw. Always a chance again for Essendon. Went begging, Campbell. Kicks quickly back towards the wing. And the mark is taken by Harvey.
He's been taken off Brendan Gale, actually, Robbo, and looks like Michael Simons has got the job.
Harvey on the wing. Kicks to centre-half forward. Contest, Alessio, very tall. Through goes Bauer. Nice to see him recovered. Runs and then kicks. Back towards the middle of the ground. Looks for Gale. He's out of sorts, Brendan Gale. Chance for Broderick. Well done. Into the path of Michael Gale. Goes with the left foot. Long, but offline. And through for a behind. Richmond could have done with that. 4-3. They trail Essendon, who are 6-4. And Maxfield preparing to come onto the ground.
Harvey's gone to half forward, be picked up by Kellaway, and Hurd's back to centre-half back, it looks.
Simons to Doolan. Doolan at half back. Rogers should take it. Olorenshaw well played. Punches it away to the boundary line. About 8 minutes remaining in the first half. Naish, he hasn't contributed, replaced by Maxwell.
Not a bad move either.
Brendan Gale yet to touch the football. No mark, no kick, no handball, no score. Grenville at centre wing. Centres it to Harvey. Can't get back, but Alessio. It falls into his arms at 50. And Mercury running. He's had a very good season. The goal scoring department, Alessio.
Gee, give him some chance, Bruce, too. He is a big kick of the footy.
Kicked a couple of important goals in a low-scoring final at Waverley last week. Kicks from about 55. High, close, it's a goal. He's got it. That's a thumping kick. He's kicked that from 55 metres.
Yeah, about judge there, Robbo. Actually, could have gone closer as well, but he just timed it beautifully. He had the carry. This young Lloyd will come off the ground. He'll be replaced by Pryor. We'll see this mark again. Set up. Good quick hands. And David Grenville just giving the big fella every chance.
Seven and a half minutes before half time. in a knockout final at the MCG. Essendon leads 7-4 to 4-3. Grenville tries to get it towards Salmon. Salmon in the finish. Kicks it across his left shoulder towards half forward. Gale looks as though he might be playing in defence now. Tate kicks it towards Essendon's goal. Bauer gathers. Hand pass along the line. Alessio gathers. Kicks quickly. Could be out of bounds on the full. It is. Free kick to be taken for the Tigers in the left back pocket by Scotty Turner. Richmond, they've kicked 4 goals, 3 of them through Matthew Knights. Turner's kick goes outside 50 metres. Campbell overruns it. O'Donnell caught, gets the hand pass away. Denham swoops on it. Denham goes for goal. It's a goal. Bombers another nail in the Richmond coffin. Denham's second goal. And that break is very interesting now. 25 points with 6.5 minutes left in the first half.
Yes, and I wonder if a couple of those dubious free kicks that have gone Essendon's way early in this quarter, particularly Salmon and Alessio taking advantage of them, gave them a bit of a sniff, and now they've just taken over. Could make all the difference.
Eight 4-4-3, the big margin of the match so far. Deere got a hand on it. Knights again, don't tell me. He couldn't, could he? Goes from 55. It's right there, touched. It would have been another one.
Yes, and John Northey's now moved Brendan Gale to centre-half back on Alessio. Wigney gone to centre-half forward.
6 minutes remaining as Northey barks out the instructions. They must get a couple, you would think, before half-time, Richmond. Wouldn't want to be 4 behind Essendon at half-time. Grenville away, good kick to Simons. It's got him beautifully. Oh, he dropped it. He was into the sun. But still, looked to have it completely covered. Onto Thompson. Goes back. Denham, 8th kick. Not bad either. Gives his forwards a chance. Pryor was there. Quick hands by Burke. Daffy ridden into the ground. Denham's handball was fantastic. Mercury let sail. Close. Very close. He's got another one. They're raining goals now. When they go in like that, you know that it's all happening, doesn't it?
Just enough carry, Bruce, and the pressure on midfield. Whilst Essendon made a few mistakes, Richmond are making more of them. And just some critical fumbles under pressure, just not having the options around, falling over the ball, and then the numbers on the rebound in Essendon's favour.
It's amazing, isn't it? Mercury gets the goal, but there was some good defensive work provided by a couple of his teammates back near the middle of the ground. Rogers misses the hand pass, then finds Miranda with his second chance. Miranda is on the wing. 2 bounces, he can go again, he does. He's now had 4 bounces. Gets up to about 70 metres out, then kicks straight back towards Hurd. And Hurd makes no mistake there. He's marked about 25 metres out, then he plays on. Gee, that's a bit of arrogance. Kicks it towards the middle of the ground. Thompson, he can kick wide. There's 2 players can raffle this. Masidi, handball over the top. Olorenshaw, no, goes short with the foot pass. Out into the path of Denham. Denham can go short. He's got Olorenshaw running, but he goes for goal and puts it into the square. The mark is taken by Turner.
A couple of his teammates will be disappointed there, Denham. Rogers gets hold of it. Maxfield calling him to go on. Wanganeen won't commit to go forward. Rogers' kick, not bad to Gale. Had to take it. Went with one hand, didn't. Simons goes to ground. Gale falls over. Maxfield's tackle was okay. Wanganeen to mop up, as he usually does so cleverly. He's so patient. He won't give it away. He gives it to Hurd. Concedes the ground, but refuses to panic. Hurd's kick turned over to Kellaway. Kellaway's kicked the centre-half forward. Charles stretches, worked under the ball. Grenville swoops. Maxwell was hard on him. Play on call. Fletcher gets stuck into Maxwell. It's on behind play. Simons goes forward. Richmond have got to stop the rot. Broderick goes hard. Leave it for him, Greg Deere. Gives it to Knights. Knights at 60. Caught. Ball ricochets away. Mercedes and Doolan's in there. Knights with him. Gale. Richmond desperate. So are Essendon. And Essendon are going well. They're 5 in front.
wonder if that was a square off too, Bruce. Grenville not so good at the moment.
Just caught him around the neck a bit.
And his head hitting the ground wouldn't have done him much good either. Simons gets a kick out of the congestion towards half forward. Brendan Gale misses it. Alessio, two Richmond players. Alessio with the football underneath. The umpire decides on a bounce. Centre wing. Alessio with a wry smile on his face. Essendon lead 9-4 to 4-4. It's out to 30 points now. And two players, Bond and Denham. The umpire bounces the ball. I'm sure that will just help the game go on. And he does that eventually. Gale gets his left hand to it. Forced forward there by Rogers. And only as far as the boundary for a throw-in. And Barry Round, an interested onlooker. Brownlow medalist. Conjointly with Bernie Quinlan, one of our commentators. Boundary throw-in just forward of the wing. Deere gets his left foot to it. Kicks it to half forward. Grenvold's recovered from that heavy knock and eventually takes it over. A bit of spirit there still between these two sides. They had a terrific contest in the home and away games that ended in a draw. Essendon hold the ascendancy at this stage. 2 3/4 minutes before half-time in the elimination final. They lead 9-4 to 4-4.
Deere lays it down. Campbell in pursuit. Just the one kick in this term for Wayne Campbell. Was on his left foot under pressure at centre half back. Hasn't been able to get hold of the footy. Kevin Sheedy. Richmond desperate for a late goal or two. One will help the spirits, two will really help the scoreboard. And the Bombers are sitting on a 30-point break. 9 goals to 4, Cowthorpe. Cowthorpe and Mercedes off the interchange have both been important. Barry Young, Ryan O'Connor both injured, unlikely to come back. Denham Wanganeen gave it away, signed a little one. And is that salmon underneath all of that? The legs of a fish. It was.
Strange sort of fish.
A big one, Roscoe. You'd be proud of a catch like that. 4-4-9-4. Deere, salmon. Salmon in the ruck. Deere probably just wins it. And Simon's happy with Michael Gale. Michael Simon's back today. Michael Gale missed a number of matches. Nash getting ready. Kicked 3 early in the match against North last week.
Richmond are only able to kick 1 goal so far in this second term. Thompson tackled by Maxfield. Umpire allows play to go on. Still a congestion. Maxfield, can he get past? Well, a free kick has come out of it. Maxfield had the footy, but the umpire deemed that as a ball that should come back to the player infringed against, which was Michael Gale. He goes short. Simons gets in the road. The lead was provided by Charles. Fletcher gets it to Wanganeen. Wanganeen doesn't mind running across the face of goal to try and set something up out of defence. Mercedes is marked. Goes short again. O'Donnell is marked. O'Donnell 50 metres from Richmond's goal. You feel that Essendon would be quite content here in just retaining possession the way they're playing the last couple of minutes of the second term. And Alessio is marked. The kick from James Hurd. Down under a minute left. Alessio kicks high and long to left half forward. The ball spills to the ground. Harvey helps it over for a throw-in. So with less than a minute left, Daffy comes off the ground. Nash goes back onto the playing field for Richmond. Picked up quickly by Grenvold. Gale at the back. Harvey can't get the ball clear. Eventually Broderick. Rogers. Handballs further forward. That boundary umpire, he's been overworked in the last couple of seconds. This would be about the 4th throw-in he's had in much the same area. Right down in front of us on centre wing. 9-4 to 4-4. Essendon by 30 points.
Deere salmon. Now Doolan out of the ruck. to half forward. Mercury, a quick kick. It was the way to go. Burke couldn't quite. Pryor with him. Turner. Richmond need to force it towards the line. Turner under pressure. Kept in play. Burke under great pressure. Well done. Comes away from half back. Richmond running out of time and kicks it out of bounds on the fall. They're in trouble, the Tigers. They're only halfway through, but they're in a hole at the moment. It's pretty deep too. Simons, inside 50. Somerville, Turner. Ola Renshaw, Hurd, Siren's gone, no score. But Essendon have set up a sizable lead at half-time. Gee, Brendan Gale will be disappointed. 4-4 to 9-4. Alessio's got 2, Salmon's got 2, Denham's got 2. Knights has got 3 for the Tigers.